Hi, this is King of Review. Find the points of intersection between y equals 7x plus 8 and x squared plus y squared equals 26. One method for solving this problem is to use substitution. We have an equation for y equals 7x plus 8. We will substitute 7x plus 8 into the second equation for y, right here. So what does this look like? We have x squared plus y squared equals 26. Notice I left an open space for y. I'll now substitute in 7x plus 8 for y. That goes in the parentheses. Now let's expand this portion. X squared plus 7x plus 8 times 7x plus 8 equals 26. We get x squared plus, and I'll use FOIL to multiply this portion out. 49x squared plus 56x plus 56x plus 64 equals 26. Now combine like terms. 50x squared plus 112x plus 64 equals 26. Now I want to get 0 on one side of the equation, so let's move the 26 to the other side. So I'll subtract 26 on both sides. And now I have 50x squared plus 112x plus 38 equals 0. Now, are there any common factors between these three terms? Yes, 2 is a common factor, so let's factor out a 2. I get 2 times 25x squared plus 56x plus 19 equals 0. Now our equation is in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. When we have an equation in this form, we can use the quadratic equation to solve for x. The quadratic equation is x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, and this is all divided by 2a. The a, b, and c terms come from these numbers here. So in our equation, a equals 25, b equals 56, and c equals 19. Let's plug these values into the quadratic equation. We get x equals negative 56 plus or minus the square root of 56 squared minus 4 times 25 times 19, and this is all divided by 2 times 25. When you simplify, you get negative 56 plus or minus the square root of 1,236, and this is all divided by 50. So you will get two values for x. One is calculated using this plus sign, and the other is calculated using the minus sign. You can use your calculator to enter this information in and solve for x. So we get x equals negative 0.42, and we get x equals negative 1.82. These are the two x values. These represent the x-coordinates of the points of intersection. Now let's find the y-coordinates of the points of intersection. We can do this by plugging in the x values into either one of these two equations. I'm going to choose this first equation. So I have y equals 7x plus 8. When I plug in the first value for x, I have f of negative 0.42 equals 7 times negative 0.42 plus 8, and this equals 5.06. So I have a point of intersection at negative 0.42, 5.06. This is our first point of intersection. Now let's plug in the second value for x, f of negative 1.82. This equals 7 times negative 1.82 plus 8, and this equals negative 4.74. So I have a point of intersection at negative 1.82, negative 4.74. This is the second point of intersection. Letter D is correct. So what we did is solve using substitution, which is algebraically, but you can also solve by graphing. You can use your graphing calculator and plug in each of these equations and then solve for the points of intersection. I'm going to do a quick plot here of what these two graphs look like. So the first equation, y equals 7x plus 8, we know that this is a line because it's in slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So let's plot this. Okay, so I'm setting up my coordinate plane here. I have my x-axis and my y-axis here. Okay, so we have the b value, which is here. This is 8. This is where it crosses the y-axis at. So that would be right here. And we have a slope of 7. The m value is 7, so 7 is our slope. This means up 7 and over 1. So I have a point right here. So now you can use these 2 points to draw a line. So we have our line here. And now let's look at the second equation. X squared plus y squared equals 26. We know that this is a circle because it's in the form x squared plus y squared equals r squared, where r is the radius. We also know that this circle has a center at the origin, which is right here. So if r squared equals 26, that means that r, or the radius, is approximately 5.1. So let's plot what the circle could look like here. If the center of the circle is at the origin, and the radius is approximately 5.1, so it passes through these points here. So I'm just drawing a rough plot of the circle. And there you go. The circle's in red and the line is in black. And let's see where these two intersect. We have a point of intersection about here and another one that's right about here. So there are a number of methods for solving this problem. Thanks for watching.